You want it? Do you want some of this? You want some of this?
Yeah, you can't have it,
Bitch. Hello.
And welcome back to Party Chick Astrology. I'm Nina.
I'm Shaina.
And this is what we love about your sign mukbang. Breakfast edition. Good morning, you guys.
Hello.
I have not eaten today.
I've had one cookie, don't tell.
This is a fully vegan breakfast from The Good in East Hollywood. We've got chocolate croissant, vegan, donut, vegan. This is can you believe this is a side of potatoes? A side.
It looks like yeah. What?
I know. And what's this?
I got an eggplant sandwich thing. It's got gluten-free bread, and then they do a gluten-free muffin. So I think it's banana and blueberry, I want to say. So that's what we got going on over here. We've actually never been here, but I knew that they had gluten-free options, and we wanted to do a little bit of a dessert, a different vibe for the last 3 signs. So in case you didn't know, we already did this series, but we did what we hate about your sign, and we did a drunk edition. So this time we thought would be much more pleasant for what we love and we'd eat.
Without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh my gosh. Okay. They used the butt of the bread for the bottom. That feels weird, right?
Maybe the gluten-free option is really popular.
That's so good.
And what else is in there? There's like a vegan cheese.
Yeah, and the cheese is so, oh my god. This is so good. I'm very messy. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know what it is, but it's like melty and gooey and delicious and amazing.
It's really good too. It's very crispy. It's like mostly skin.
Yeah, I think it's like crispy scalloped potatoes or something. Okay.
No, it's scallion potatoes, not scalloped potatoes.
You're so dumb. I'm glad I have you to repeat my nonsense back to me. And then whenever I like edit things and I watch it, I'm always like, oh my god, this is why I need to be scripted. Like, this is why I do the best with a script.
As this video comes out, what we love about Capricorn, it is April 1st. Happy April Fools, but this ain't no joke. We've got a promotion going on our website. You may know that all of our products are restocked the first of every month.
And if you don't, now you do.
And this month, all of the restocked Drag Me's are $10 off in honor of April Fool's month. Although you won't be getting them until May, because that's the way our business model works.
Yes, so we're putting in a lot more stock for Drag Me's. I want to pretty confidently say have never done a sale on our readings.
No.
Yes, this is our first sale on our readings, so we put in a lot of extra stock for drags. So if you want one, now is the time to get one.
And this isn't any joke. I had the really
this
funny
is not
idea.
an April Fool's joke.
I had a really funny idea that we would announce the sale and then hike up the prices by like 200%. But that wasn't a very funny joke.
It's just not a good business idea.
Not a good business idea. Can't just do it for the lulz.
So this is Capricorn, my native sign.
Yeah, I was wondering if I should let you take the reins for this first, since you know it so much, or if since you know it so much, maybe you don't want to because you're like, I know the good, the bad, and the other.
I definitely was thinking about that. I was thinking about this the other night, and I was like, what am I gonna say about Capricorn? And I was thinking about all this stuff, and I was like, this all sounds like insults. But it's what I love. I think the first thing that I would say is I like the honesty and integrity that comes with Capricorn, and in that comes a definite reliability and dependability. There's just a lot of follow through with the sign. I like when people speak and they tell me what they mean and they're saying what they're really thinking. Like if somebody isn't honest to me and they're just spewing a bunch of compliments, I will take all of their compliments as false. But with Capricorn, because they'll give you the good, the bad, the ugly, when they say those compliments, they mean so much more to me than compliments from most other signs, because you know that like they have such high standards and they're not gonna like sugarcoat anything. It really does mean a lot and feel like the most meaningful.
So Cancer gets the big rap for being like the nurturer and blah blah blah, and of course Cancer is, but Capricorn as the sister sign, I feel like something that isn't talked enough about Capricorns is that they really have this beautiful protecting nature, and that you can really feel very safe and taken care of in the presence of a Capricorn in a different way than you do in the presence of a Cancer. There's this kind of like thing where, because I'm a Cancer rising, I can just like baby myself up and I know that I'll just be like swaddled and taken care of. Not in like that Cancer nurturing way, but that kind of like cozy way of like, oh, this person, you can count on them to have things planned out and be responsible. And so in their presence, you feel like you can relax a little bit more, especially because they want to be that responsible person. They want to take the reins, and they want to like be on top. And in a lot of cases, that's kind of like a King of Swords type of thing of like be taking care of everyone, have like their eye on everyone, and that's like kind of their being on top, what that sometimes translates to. When you're around a Capricorn, you can really feel like you're taken care of.
Yes.
In a different way than Cancer.
Because I'm normally the Capricorn person that takes on that role. So when I'm around somebody with just as much or a lot of Capricorn energy, it does feel like, oh my God, finally, there's somebody else that I know that if shit hits the fan or if something goes wrong or we're in some kind of situation, then I can finally like give up my reins a little bit and relax and rest and know that everything's okay. So I know exactly what you're talking about. There's just almost this like sense of mental peace that like if the apocalypse were to happen, I would be best with like the person with the most Capricorn energy, because they'll figure that shit out in some way. And they'll also mentally, they can get through it too. So it's like if you're not doing well mentally, they can stay that rock to help you get through whatever you need to. If one of my friends going through something, the Capricorn friend isn't gonna leave you at your worst. You know what I mean? They'll stay with you, they'll stay behind you. They'll even kind of come more out of their shell the more you need them and the more they see that.
With Capricorns being the sign that have so much to do with status and whatnot, there's something really cool about being around a Capricorn, of knowing that being by this person's side, you're going places.
Yeah, that's true. They just have a lot in them and you want to like watch them do it.
Yeah, you want to work together if you are of a similarly driven mindset, because if you're around a Capricorn, your idea of like having a good time isn't just like letting the day go by. There's so much drive to become better and do great things and go after things. And I have some Capricorn energy, so I am really inspired by being around people who are similarly driven. And conversations also are really geared in that direction. Again, what Shaina said of the honesty.
Yeah.
They're geared in that direction of like how to move forward and be
getting
better.
Shit done.
Yeah, but there's no like fluffing up and coddling. It's really the cold hard facts on how to get better and do things better. And because Capricorns face so many challenges early on in life, you meet a Capricorn of a certain age and they are above and beyond other people of their age in terms of maturity and growth and accomplishment a lot of times.
Since we've been kind of doing sense, I want to take a moment to appreciate all the shit that Capricorns have been through, because it's a different kind of shit than like Scorpio or those times that kind of get class for that. It's just like that boring shit. It's not even like entertaining enough to tell some kind of crazy YouTube story about it. It's just like, fuck, I have this new bill, fuck, I got this, but now this life thing is in the way. Like constantly just having to deal with this life shit, and it's like you never get a break. You have to grow up really early. Even if you kind of get a childhood, you don't get to be that like childlike person. Does that make sense? And you don't get all those breaks. These people just wind up being so independent, so self-sufficient, and they have such a drive in them about like never quitting, never giving up. Really, like if you put any task at hand in front of them, they will find a way to figure it out and do it themselves. It's another sign that you really don't have to worry about, you know, because they got their shit together probably more than you, and they're the ones that are probably worrying about you rather than vice versa.
I have a really strong suspicion, or I really think that Hannah Brown is a Capricorn midheaven. And if you watched her on Dancing with the Stars, she really got so much critique and like really wasn't very praised for the amount of work and also like product that she was really turning out. They were really, really hard on her.
The standards are set so high for a Capricorn, because you come in and you're like, look at all I can do, and everybody's like, got it. And then it's like you have to surpass that times 50 each time. Anyways.
But she won. So Capricorns really have that like really compelling underdog story of going through a lot of challenges and winning. And I know that you as a Capricorn would not have it any other way.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't want it handed to you.
Yeah, I always think about like, would I like to be born into some like royalty or like billionaire's home? And I was like, no. I would want to be born into where I was born. No matter what the Capricorn is handed, they'd really take it the other way because they realize the person that it's made them the today. Wait, is that... Did I say that right?
No.
No. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
They wouldn't take it any other way.
Yeah, and because it's made them the
have it
person
anyway.
that they are today.
Yes.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. Let's take a bite. To go off of what Nina was talking about with Dancing with the Stars, it's like whatever product Capricorn puts out, it's going to be to the best of their ability and then some. You're never going to get anything half-assed unless something else is in their chart, aka like Jake Paul's got a lot of Taurus in him, okay? And they're just such smart people in the sense that like you can always just find some kind of way, find your way, and there's like a belief in yourself enough to get it done and to do it.
As we're filming this, I'm reading The Goldfinch. I should be done relatively soon. It's like 800 pages long.
Oh my god.
Theo is so obviously a Cancer, and they even say in the book that he's a Cancer. Like, you can tell from the beginning that he's a Cancer, and then like page 350, they're like, oh, by the way, Theo's a Cancer. And I hated the part of the book where they're in Vegas. They're just like fucking around and like not doing anything and not caring about their future. And Capricorn will never
do that.
And obviously lots of hard things happen to Theo in the book, but he deals with them in a very Cancer way.
Yeah.
And he would be so much more successful and not addicted to drugs and not pining over, sadly,
Yeah.
if he was a Capricorn.
Yeah, I feel like Capricorns have a lot more decision and kind of almost with dependencies. Nobody can quit smoking like better than a Capricorn.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I'm not gonna let it control me, I control it. And when they say that, they really do mean it, and it always impresses me with that kind of stuff. And I can impress myself with that kind of stuff. I never smoke cigarettes, but with other stuff. Just the ability to power through anything. No matter what's going on in the Capricorn's life, they're still gonna be there, they're still gonna show up, they're still gonna get through it. This can go into the kind of bad side of Capricorn, but in the positive, there is always a healthy skepticism to Capricorn, and because of that, I feel like they have a lot of their own views, they think for themselves. I was always a little kid that I didn't believe anything that people just said, and I was able to make my own decisions and go against the grain, and I feel like that's very much Capricorn, like to be right even if it means to be wrong.
Yes,
you
it's
know?
an amazing thing that Capricorns have, and it is skepticism, it's not cynicism.
Healthy skepticism, yeah. I side when it leads to cynicism.
Yeah, not cynicism, but skepticism.
Yeah.
And really not taking things for face value.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like I would have people be like, oh yeah, carrots don't have any nutritional value. And like, did you look really into that before you told me that?
And that's just somebody reading something and then taking that as fact and not looking more into it.
Yeah.
Also just the ability to learn your lessons and to really confront yourself and figure out what you need to learn and then change, because it's a cardinal sign, so they are really able to change and improve themselves for the better. Obviously better than any sign because it's fucking ruled by Saturn. Fuck Saturn.
And just like the ability to admit when they're wrong for the better. I don't have that like very innately, but it's a quality that I've developed over time of enjoying being wrong, because it is so much easier sometimes than just like sticking to your guns if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Just like accepting that you're wrong. Oh, so much more productive. So that is what we love about Capricorn.
If you haven't watched any of the other videos, check those out. We've got signs 1 through 9, Aries through Sag, so you've definitely got some energy in that. You'll see us next week
For Aquarius, and don't forget to check out partytrickastrology.com/shop
Yes.
to take advantage of this once in a lifetime deal on Drag Me's. Happy April Fools. And also, psych, we hate Capricorns. I'm just kidding. Okay, bye.